Hi, today I'm working on how you can teach a lesson in video games, and I decided to use Stronghold 2. It's a castle sim sort of game. It was released about 2005, so it's a bit older. It's available through Steam, which is a computer game company. You get tons of stuff from it. So what I did, I decided that if you wanted to teach a lesson, say, how medieval society worked, you could, I mean, it does take some liberties, but you could use it to sort of show like the layout of a medieval village, which is what I used it to do, more or less. So this is the village I constructed based on, I think it was the name of the village called Shapwick, which I discovered in England. And you can see like the Lord's Manor is around here, and peasants here, with a church at the southern end of the town, and the church facing east, as most of them do. And of course, there's wolves attacking peasants, as we often do in New. So this is what this game, and also there's farms behind all the peasants' homes, as they found out when they excavated this village. So some of the things this game allows you to do is you have the challenge of monitoring your castle's sort of economy, making sure there's not filth all over the streets for peasants to pick up, or monitoring crime, you see over here, things like that. So it's sort of like an all-around sim of castle life. Like you have pressure to food production, you have manage resources, keep your villagers entertained with things like tournaments like you see over here, keep them pacified with things like religion. If I wanted to, I could just build a wall for no reason.
Take that, peasants.
Yeah, exactly. Nobody's getting their sheep anywhere now. So yeah, you have pretty random stone, but yeah, so you have pretty arbitrary control in terms of that. If you wanted to, like say you need manpower to build an army really fast, you could, if you want to, shut down all of the weavers. I don't know weavers anymore. Shut them all down. Now they're all unemployed, and now they're all hanging out in front of this fire bumps. There's also issues like here you see they call it gong, which is essentially a pile of human filth that accumulates in the streets. That you have to have people go around and clean up, otherwise diseases sort of start spreading and killing. Anything else anybody can think of that you could use this for?
I actually, way back in the day, played the original Stronghold Crusader, and it looks like this one's pretty similar, but I don't know, because like the castle building is really intense in that one, and so like even if you didn't create like a certain ledge or walkway up to certain parts of the ramparts, your like troops couldn't go up there. So I don't know if you could actually use this for like teaching anything about architecture or medieval architecture.
Yeah, that's a consideration in this game too. Like for example, the only way I have to get up on my walls is this set of stairs right here. It's probably a flaw, but
darn it, we can't get down.
Exactly. That's a consideration. And like if you were playing a more aggressive game type, there's also the issue of like you're still trying to gather wood so you can make your first spear, and your enemy has already sent like a bunch of archers to start killing your peasants, so your economy is stagnating and people are dying in the streets, and you really can't really stop them. So that's another sort of aspect of the game that is.
And then one more thing. I remember you had like a market where you could buy and trade goods.
Yeah.
So for economics, you could probably teach a lot using that.
I feel it's not very realistic in this game.
Okay.
Like this that I highlight right here, that's the market.
Because I remember you like bought a whole lot of one resource, it would drive up the price or etc.
Yeah, that's not so much consideration. Like a better game for that thing is Age of Empires, or like if you can use a cheat to get 1,000 wood and sell your wood, but it'll drive the price down to 14 coin at most. So that's a better way of simulating like supply and demand. Like you buy more wood, the price of wood goes up. But in this, I mean, I could sell all my apples, and the price will still be 50 apples or 200 gold.
That's lame.
Yeah.
In game colonization, it's a pretty good market system where if you grow too much tobacco, it'll crash the price of it, and there'll be events that happen in Europe, like there'll be like people that don't smoke cigars as much. Well, there goes your tobacco, you know what I mean? Like there'll be like random events like that So you're talking about consumer preferences change, which is, you know, a big concept in economics, and you're talking about, you know, the law of supply and demand, stuff like that.
There is a thing like that there's a game, Empire Total War, which I think Rory talked about it a little bit when he was up here last week, where you can send trade ships out to like the East Indies or the like, Far East or the southern coast of Africa to trade for stuff like ivory and chili peppers. You can have plantations in the New World making coffee and tobacco, but the price of global commodities changes.
Yeah.
Like if you have too many ships producing or sending chili back, the price of chili is going to drop.
I had a question. So like one of the game mechanics was that the religion was used to pacify people. So that's definitely, I think, a good discussion. Let me know what you think, John.
I think it's pretty neat. Like there's a lot of stuff.
Like that's a game mechanic that was purposely designed, and
yeah,
whether.
Like religion producing happiness, whereas so like the mass is standard. So means like there's only a few candles there, but if I went like this.
Oh, candles, everyone!
Yeah, so before, like if I do this with no mass, there's no happiness generated by religion. But if I do simple mass, it's 2, like 4, and 6, and then they're giddy. It's reflected here. And it's reflected up here. Like every month, your popularity changes.